The old powers of Iberia are breaking. In the south, Andalua waxes strong but faces rumblings of discontent. The border military districts mutter about independence, and intrigue plagues the ruling Umayyads. Meanwhile, in the north, Asturias is rife with ambitious vassals straining to break free. Hermenexildo, Gutierrez of House Menendez, Count of Santiago, considered a powerful vassal to King Alfonso III. He controls the lands of southern Galicia with an unsullied administration. An unquestionable loyalty towards his monarch has helped him expand the ancestral domain of his family. But is that enough? Also set to inherit the lands of Coruna to the north as heir to his father, the Count of Coruna. Will he bide his time and wait for his inheritance? Or will he pounce at any advantage to claim these lands? Allied to Count Ramirez of Astorga through his marriage to his wife, Countess Hermenexildo Gutierrez, who together have an infant son, Aris, heir to all that his father hopes to build. With a growing interest in the south, will he be able to conquer the lands of Portugal and start one of its most influential dynasties? G'day folks, Pakira here, and welcome to a new series with Crusader Kings 3. This will be a roleplay series where all decisions will be based off the personality traits, education and situation of each ruler as we go through the ages. This series will be broken into seasons and episodes for each ruler. This way I hope it will make it easier to follow along with each new stage of the dynasty. Let's have a quick look at Hermenexildo, who is age 20. His traits: he's ambitious, he's brave and trusting. His education is a fortune builder and administrator. His personality is described as a rambunctious adventurer, very bold, likely to war against rulers close to or above their strength, accept and propose duels, and take risks, especially in things like medical treatment. Unaffected by dread, he will save gold for war before investing in the realm. His starting stats today will be 12 in diplomacy, 10 in military, 19 in stewardship, 4 intrigue, 7 learning, and prowess of 4. He is Gutierrez of House Menendez. I hope you enjoy this. Feel free to comment below and get involved. We'll also be taking any name suggestions for future children, so look out for polls on the YouTube community page or in the comments. So what better way to get involved? Without further ado, let's get into today's introduction episode. We will have a quick look at character, Count of Santiago, and his realm. So let's have a look here in a bit more detail as well. We've covered our friend here, Mr. Hermes, and gone over. Now just a little note, I had to do there was a little bit of a corruption with the save. I did a little mess up, so I've had to restart. Obviously we hadn't gone anywhere, so we were alright. Some slight changes to the stats, only very slightly, however though. It's just in the prowess and the learning have changed, and a slight change to the diplomacy. Martial, stewardship and intrigue have all remained the same. So let's have a quick look at the wife here, the Countess. Her stats are about average, or probably below average. I mean, 8 being the highest there for 2 of them. She's gregarious, lazy and a craven. Her education is adequate bargainer. So I'm not too sure how she will go. She's got some siblings there as well. And let's have a look at our son and heir, Arius. Obviously he's only one, so there's not much to show, but it looks like he's going to be a little bit aptitude to stewardship and diplomacy, which should come in quite handy for us. Okay, so let's have a look at some of our family members here. Let's look quickly at our father, who is the Count of Coruna. And now he is a paranoid, deceitful, greedy fella. He's an indulgent wastrel, and he's avicurious. And he has only the title of the County of Coruna, and as I've mentioned, we are the primary heir for that. So it's just a matter of waiting him out. We have youth on our side. His health is fine, so it may take a while, but that's okay. no hurry. We're going to just wait our turn. Our relationship with him is pretty good, and so to him to us. Let's have a look at our siblings now. Our next oldest brother, Albito here. Yeah, nothing to write home about. He's decent in stewardship and got an average in martial. He is he's wrathful, patient, shy, and an indulgent wastrel as well. Then look at our other brother here, Osorio. He is the chancellor to my father. 14 in diplomacy, which is really good. 8851. His stats are he's ambitious, zealous, impatient, and a naive appeaser. So he's not too bad there, to be honest. We have our sister, Elvira. Obviously, she's 14 in stewardship, and she's only 13 years old. So I might see if I can get her into the court, and marry off, but probably unlikely, especially because we are Catholic, so females cannot hold any position really apart from spy masters. So she is honest, brave, stubborn, and she still has a pensive childhood trait, which will probably disappear shortly. I think it's in a couple of years. And last but not least, also our youngest brother, another named Osorio. He is also 1 year old, so the same age as my son, so maybe we can get some play dates together for those guys, and we'll see how we go. What we'll do is just have a quick look at our liege here, King Alfonso. Now, we are very loyal to him, as I mentioned in the description going forward to the team. He is, the King of Asturias. He is a brave, ambitious, and callous leader. He is a skilled tactician, an aggressive tactic, and also he is a quick. So he's very good there, actually. Stat-wise, he's really good in martial, and his prowess matches that too. So that's quite good. He's 19 as well, so I'm 20, he's 19. We might look at trying to form a friendship with him and last through, because he'll be a good ally for us as we kind of try and use that as much as we can to expand south, where we want to try and push towards Portugal there. So pretty happy with that. We've got some decisions. We'll make those at the beginning of the next episode. Let's have a quick look at our round. We're stuck at level 1 for now. We are reliant a lot on obviously our cultural head, and I think we're only studying. Okay, so on the culture head, we've got a fascination with barracks. Okay, I did not know I was a culture head. So let's just quickly, because how much barracks? 59 years. Well, I probably can get to that. I think we're going to go for the assemblies, because that's going to allow us to at least raise our crown authority. It's going to be 27 years, so we can do that here. Anyway, but looking at our levies, we've only got the one vassal, which is my spy master. Likes me well enough. Let's have a look at the regent. It's my countess and wife. Now, she is selfless, which is good. So that means she's going to do as much as she can for what my mandate is, more so than anything. Aptitude's average, so you can see there it's going to give me her. So swelling armies is probably going to be the best for us. We're still early days in. 1.7 is, I think. We'll probably just leave that at... we will go swell armies, because that would go into the character that I have here and everything. So looking at our military here, we have unstationed men-at-arms, so let's station those in, we'll put those in Santiago. So that is done, and we can create another men-at-arms as well. So what we're going to do is probably push those to level 3 first. We are spending a little bit of money, 260, and I think what we'll do is, I'm tempted to go with onagers just for the sieges here, but I might just go with some bowmen as support. I think we'll just go for one lot of bowmen there, just as a little bit of support. Obviously, they're not going to be stationed. But we can fix that now, and we'll put those in Faro as there. So we've got some knights. Have a quick look at our knights. Yeah, not the best knights there, and so we'll have to do what we can. We will invite knights in. I am not going to use the courtier kind of cheat to bring in great knights by marrying off your single female courtiers. Like he said, this is a roleplay series I want to get into, and we're going to play per the character, and that is kind of that courtier thing there is a kind of a min-max thing, in my opinion. And it just doesn't suit the style. I know I will marry off my courtiers but I'm going to be more inclined to do what I feel is best, like a best match for them as well. So we've got our military there, 320. So we're still living up at the moment. We have created another bowman, and we have going to raise up our men at arms as well. So looking at our council here, let's have a quick look. We can't change our bishop, but he's okay. He doesn't like us all that well, so we're going to scheme to get him a little bit positive there for him. Our chancellor, let's see. Okay, so he's 11's the best we can. We'll just chuck him in domestic affairs. Looking at, oh my goodness, our steward. Oh wow. Ouch. I mean, a 5 is better than a 2, but that's if we can change our marshal to someone who's better, and we can. So we'll assign. Okay, so what I'm going to do is our chancellor is going to swap with our marshal, and then we're going to put our chancellor back into, hang on, I'm sorting my, we're going to swap Marshall to there. Okay, and then Marshall is going to be assigned there. A little bit of playing around. A 5 is better than a 2, and I'm pretty happy with our spy master at the moment, although he is 19 compared. Well, we'll leave our spy master in. He is a vassal. He is a the mayor there. Likes us low enough. He's a powerful vassal, so we're just going to work with that, and we'll just leave him there because I'm pretty happy with that. So we're going to get him to have a look in Santiago, my court, first of all. Make sure he is doing the levies, again domestic, and we're just going to go for the cash for a moment. Let's have a look at a wife. I'm going to get her to help with the managing domain because our shortfall here is going to be in stewardship for now. Okay, so I'll go through and I'll do all the marrying stuff as well. Again, court physician. There's no one there, so I'm going to actually send off for a physician while we do this, and everything will go there. Courtier's got no prisoners, and we've got some decisions that we can make. We'll have a look at those, and the usual stuff there. We've got some hot springs, nice and easily nearby. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all the ages, this is where I'll leave it. So next episode we'll get stuck in proper, and we will start our roleplay. So just let you know, this is a roleplay series. It's going to be, I would describe it as maybe a slow roleplay. I think speed 3 is probably the average speed I'm going to run at. Obviously when there's nothing to do and there's a bit low times, I'll cut bits out and maybe run at speed 4 just to keep the game moving. But primarily when there's a lot going on, it's gonna be generally speed 3, maybe sometimes speed 2. All your support and input will be helpful, so feel free to do that and follow along. Again, names, let me know down below, male, female, or any names to put in the hat and to just add to a list. I've already got one, thank you Zilla, and we will utilize those moving forward for the dynasty as it expands with any luck. So yeah, if you want to check out the mods, there is a link down below to my Google Docs, which has the current mods playset that I'm using for this campaign. So thank you very much for joining me. I hope you enjoyed this episode, and we look forward to seeing you next time. Till then, I am Parkera. Take care of yourselves and each other. Kia kaha.